get the family together over the holidays and come on out to the basketball. And next week we'll be in the Gold Coast for New Year's Eve, but we're here tonight as the two bigs go up and the Sydney Kings get first possession.
Real good matchup with Schenscher and Julian Kazoo. And here's another matchup that's going to go the way, his size advantage anyway, the way of the Sydney Kings down low.
Bruce in rhythm hits the three on a loose ball rebound. Kings get another crack on the possession and take full advantage. Aaron Bruce steps right into those threes. Those are the ones you love after an offensive rebound.
And good signs early on for the Sydney Kings to get those second shots. 2 weeks ago, when these two teams met, it was the Crocs on the offensive glass, had 22 offensive rebounds.
Mims just inside the three-point line, gets the roll, bounced on the rim about 6 times before finding his home.
And when you have that many offensive rebounds, Steve, in that game, the Townsville Crocs took 13 more field goal attempts, and there's a turnover. Good look trying to get Magin on the backdoor pass. Look at this. Upstairs he goes. And that's Elvin Mims just caressing it through the basket.
He caresses it through, gets the warning not to touch the ball after it goes through the net. You get a delay of game warning. I don't think it resulted in actually a warning. Bose, that's good.
And important. Really like the look of Anatoly Bose. This year he's averaging 12 points a game. He's only shooting it at 37%, Steve, and 26 from the three-point line. He's a much better shooter than that.
Schenscher is short with his jump shot. Sydney Kings with a 1-point lead. Come the other way. Grant with a feed. He goes right into the body of Luke Schenscher, but the help comes from Peter Crawford. No, I'm sorry, that's on Luke Schenscher with the push.
And how's the confidence of Jure Grant? You've just seen him grow since coming into this league, straight out of college. He's played in many big games at the collegiate level, but just the experience, the age, the size of the bodies that is up against here in the NBL is something that takes a little bit of getting used to. And the onus on the defense to come up with something special.
What he needs, Andrew, is just a lot of playing time.
It's spot on, Steve. That is spot on at this level, too. Not just against the very athletic younger players. It's not the same. Look at this. Look at this! Beautiful pass by Jacob Holmes and Elvin Mims. That's his second tuck-in for the night.
Yeah, he's got 4 points on 2 tip jams, or 1 tip jam and an alley-oop. Aaron Bruce for his second three. Well, his 2 shots are worth more, so not as exciting, but he's got 2 threes to go down. Aaron Bruce gives the Kings a 4-point lead. Schenscher back out to Jacob Holmes. He loads the trigger and pulls it, can't get it to go. Had a good look after a good post entry into Schenscher. Magin, Kazoo into Grant. Grant trying to find some space, throws it away.
Just lost his footing a little bit on that one. Tried to kick it out down low.
Schenscher, single coverage with Kazoo. Schenscher with the hook shot. Little long off the iron. Bruce trying to get through a small gap, and he's pushed.
And you saw the work of Luke Schenscher down low, but look at Elvin Mims. Elbows up around the rim. And he just does it with consummate ease.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass, too.
It was, but anytime you can throw the ball anywhere within 11 to 15 feet and you know the guy's going to go get it.
There's not a whole lot of pressure on the passer, is there?
That's it. But no, good read, good pass by Jacob Holmes.
Magin looking for a teammate. Bose with a quick turnaround. Shoots an air ball. Here come Townsville with Gill running the attack. Gill on a ball screen, kicks it to Peter Crawford. He shoots a long three. Why not? He's still hot from Melbourne, where he hit 5 threes in a quarter.
Having a sensational shooting year as well, Steve. 48% from the three-point line. Not from the field, from the three-point line. And you just see the confidence there and the little step back. And Anatoly boasts with the answer. Just having been around the league a long, long time, but having one of those career seasons.
Gill, as Aaron Bruce goes behind the ball screen, trying to cut him off at an angle, and still Eddie Gill was able to turn the corner, get fouled, and get himself to the line. Get another look. See, Aaron Bruce is cutting through the lane.
Yep. And Jerry Grant came and showed on that screen, but really it was just a token show. And Eddie Gill didn't even need to change directions. Just still had a clear path to the basket. So Bruce forced in that fouling situation. Eddie Gill's another one, Steve. Really like him, like what he brings, and he's a veteran. He's been in half a dozen or so NBA rosters, so he's got a lot of experience. If you look at his numbers, though, 36% from the field and 28% from the three-point line. He's much, much better than that as well, a better shooter than that. And if they're going to make a charge and go back to the playoffs, Eddie Gill's going to have to put the ball in the hole.
Grant gets way upstairs and tips that one in on the way down. He had his hand up above the square and hung up there for a long time to tip it in. Mims. His medium-range jump shot is good. Looked like he traveled a couple of times.
He looked like he traveled at the start. Might have dragged the pivot foot a little. Oh, there's another turnover to the Sydney Kings. I spoke about this in one of the keys to the game. Right there is the reason it's a critical component for both these teams, but in particular for the Sydney Kings. You take care of the basketball.
Imagine. Good pressure from Peter Crawford.
Steve, Sydney Kings are on fire. They're 4 of 4 from the three-point line.
And up 4 points. Crawford kicks it to Mims. Quick pass to Holmes. Pull-up jump shot going left. Bose mistimes it, but comes with the board. Kings 6 of 9, just turning the ball over. Gill just outruns the Kings defense. Had a couple of guys try and foul.
And to cap things off, Ben Madgen with an unnecessary foul. It was a late foul too. The play was all but over. And Madgen come in late and gets picked up for a cheap one.
Well, the Kings shoot the eyes out of it, but can't take care of the basketball. Just up by 2, 18-16. Friday night NBL, Sydney Entertainment Center.
Hungry Jack's introduces premium choices. To show you how tasty they are, we've added multiple camera angles to our Swiss cheese, a big sizzling effect to our new extra thick Angus beef, our tricky focus pull to our juicy mushrooms. We're so proud of these ingredients, we've included them all in the name. Introducing the Swiss Mushroom Angus XT and the Barbecue Bacon Angus XT. Part of our new Better Tastes menu. Hungry Jack's makes it better.
They're going to show on the on-ball, so as Shencher comes, as our screen comes and Shencher's going to show, re-attack that. Re-attack him, all right? Spot up, right? We can roll that in, we can work the three-man side, but be aggressive coming off the on-ball, all right? Be aggressive on that. Hey, they're greening with their arms down. Here we go.
Good advice there by Ian Rebillard, because he's right. When you've got Luke Shencher coming out, he's got to show on that when he's guarding the screen when to put some pressure on the ball handlers, but he's not all that agile. So if you continue attacking and attack his legs, you've got the chance for the foul or to go around him. So sound strategy there by Moose Rebillard. Surprised with some of the shooting performances so far this season, the Sydney Kings, that you wouldn't just perhaps test them and maybe have Luke Shencher shove the screen and maybe go under third or fourth man, make them hit a few. It's hard to do now because they've already reeled off 4 straight from the three-point line, so you're going to go a little bit gun-shy on your defense.
Gill makes it a 1-point game. They get it out of the ball carrier's hands, get it out of Aaron Bruce's hand. Durant brings it up. Kazoo up top. Kazoo bobbles it, can't get his hands on it, throws it up in the air, gets it to Bose. Shot clock down to 3, gets a good shot off, but it's long.
Kevin Rash is right into the Christian school. He's got the green and red shoes going, Steve.
Well, you know what they say, when you have shoes that bright and be able to hoop. Crawford for 3, that's money. He is just in a zone.
Is he ever? And I tell you what, he is playing himself well and truly into Olympian contention. Ray Grant throws it down with the one hand. Boy, have we seen some athletic moves already in the first quarter, Steve.
Yeah, between him and Elvin Mims for Townsville, they have been over the rim often. Shencher down to Mims. He's got Bose on his back. Little fall away, tough shot. Couldn't play any better D than that. Grant pulls down the board in traffic. Gets it to Aaron Bruce. Bose catches it after a close nature to Kazoo. Good basketball from Sydney.
Full credit to the Sydney Kings. They're knocking down shots, 8 of 12 from the field, but very passive defense by both these teams, but also by, in particular, the Townsville Crocs. Each and every one of those shots, they're not a lot of ball pressure.
Bruce turns the corner, finds Kazoo outside the three-point line and clangs the first 3 for Sydney that misses.
Just a few signs of anxiety by Julian Kazoo. He's yet to get on the scoreboard.
Shencher down low, spins to the baseline. Good footwork as he gets the jump hook over Julian Kazoo. Townsville with a 2-point lead. Both teams on fire, 62 and 61% outside the three-point line.
That's from the three-point line there, Steve. 83 and 75 is phenomenal three-point shooting,
isn't it? Bruce, shot clock down to 4. His shot is blocked, and there's 1 second left on the shot clock.
Well, there was a little change in strategy of what the Townsville Crocs did then. They just switched it on that on-ball pick and roll. A couple of subs coming in. Luke Shencher and Eddie Gill checking out of the game. Ben Allen and Michael Cedar, is it?
Chris Cedar.
Chris Cedar coming into the game.
Chris Cedar will have the ball carrying duties. Ratch with a floater gets it off right before the shot clock expired. Well executed and a heads-up play by Kevin Ratch. Ties it up at 25. Martin was up and in on Peter Crawford.
And that's a good strategy, Steve. Get the ball out of his hands. He doesn't always look all that comfortable. He's more comfortable with sort of a 2-3 man. This is Peter Crawford than he is bringing the ball up. Oh, that's an offensive foul. Easy call to make that one on Chris Cedar.
Well, that changes the tempo. You see the guard substitutions in, Luke Martin and Luke Cooper, and they're both up and in. They almost get a hook call on Peter Crawford, and then this happens with Chris Cedar. That's the easiest call the referees will have to make all night.
He's got to keep that elbow down. But that's what Luke Cooper and Luke Martin are going to do all night. When you're undersized like they are, you have to be annoying, pesky little guards on the ball carriers, and they do a great job of it.
And if you're not annoying and pesky, then you're just a liability out there undersized. Got to have a weapon, and their weapon is their pressure defense. Cooper looking to get it into Kazoo. He does. Kazoo got nowhere to go. Gets it to Rack. Ben Allen is charged for a foul, trying to box out Julian Kazoo, who's been quiet. Hasn't had many opportunities. Townsville done a good job of getting a quick double down and really forcing the issue and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
We only came back on Wednesday, Steve, from San Francisco, the home of the Golden State Warriors, so he may be feeling the effects, a little bit of jet lag still in those legs.
Bo's trying to get to the rim. Can't get the roll. Kazoo can't get the offensive rebound. Cedar can't get. He falls to the ground. Ball still loose. Finally, Townsville get it up there. Holmes. Just wasn't really in rhythm to knock that shot down. Sidney trying to break the deadlock. Martin for three. That's long. Pulled the trigger quick. Cedar is fouled by Luke Cooper.
They had a foul to give, Steve, so it wasn't a bad one. They're only going to take it from the side. That's only their 4th team foul. So just taking away the fast break opportunity. Kings want a sub. They want to get Jeray Grant in for this last play, and they give Julian Kazoo. Good sub this, because it gives Julian Kazoo this 21 seconds plus also the quarter time break. Little 2-3 zone being shown by the Sydney Kings. This would be the concern about the penetration. And without Peter Crawford in there, you probably feel a lot more comfortable going to your zone.
Chris Cedar's off the mark for his three. Jacob Holmes pulls down the board. Good offensive rebound. Heads-up play by Jacob Holmes to give the Townsville Crocs a 2-point lead after 1 quarter play.